In this video, we're going to be talking about the new Taylormade Spider Putter and why I think it's actually going to be able to help you lower your putting statistics. Let's go putts around.
Hit the ball! Boom.
Hey guys, David Folk here. On this channel, we do golf club reviews, geek speak videos, instructional videos, and golf gear videos just like this one. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Alright guys, Taylormade just released a new Spider Putter and I feel like it's gone completely under the radar. It hasn't gotten the hype that when the Spider Tours came out, maybe because the M3, M4 is out and Dustin Johnson won a couple weeks ago. But this putter was just announced this past weekend and I think it's going to bring one of the best tools to help golfers like you and me improve in their putting statistics. And what I'm talking about is the Spider Interactive powered by Blast. This, guys, I think is going to be fantastic for us to better understand putting, understand our tendencies, understand our face to path, understand our tempo, all of these things. Blast Motion is a company that has created for different sports, baseball, golf, softball, the matrix and the algorithms and adapters to help coaches and players and teams, specifically college and professional teams, understand the tendencies that players have so that they can improve their golf swing, include the putting swing, the tempo, angles, lies, all of those things. I mean, this is amazing technology that Taylormade is putting in a putter to help us putt better. Now, there are a couple of other systems out there on the market today. The biggest one in the putting realm is going to be what's called the Sam Lab putting, and this runs for a measly $5,000. But this putter from Taylormade that incorporates the Blast Motion sensor into a Spider putter certainly seems quite interesting to me. Now let me tell you about the features that it has from the Blast Motion site itself. It has backstroke time, forward stroke time, total stroke time, tempo, impact stroke speed, backstroke length, backstroke rotation, forward stroke rotation, rotation change, lie, and loft. And that's just with the putting. Full strokes, if you get the adapter that goes on the cap similar to the Arcos, but with the Blast Motion sensor, it does time, downswing time, total swing time, swing tempo, swing speed, blast factor, power index, efficiency index, energy transfer, and velocity direction. And these sensors for $149 on the Blast Motion site, but the fact that they're including it in a Taylormade Spider putter is pretty amazing. It comes on top of a Super Stroke grip, so I'm sure that this is going to be a feature for maybe the first half of the year, the first quarter of the year, and then Blast is going to introduce something with the Super Stroke grip that you can buy separately. I have no idea how much that's going to cost. What's really interesting is that it gives you all of these statistics here that you can see to help you better improve your putting. Now what I don't see on this is going to be the target line that your putter is on or off as it comes through, whether or not you have a rotational swing or a straight back, straight through swing. I don't see that the Blast Motion sensor is going to give that, but what it does give you is where your face is lined up, let's call that 0, how much rotation you have on both your backswing and your forward swing. It's not going to give you the arc or the line that you're putting on, but the fact that you can see it's 0 here, but it's open, let's say 0.052, I think that's going to be very crucial to help us all understand what our face is doing at impact, what's happening in the backswing and in the forward swing, how much loft we're putting on it, how much lie we're putting on it, to understand our putting swings and therefore improve our putting so that we can lower the strokes on the green itself. I think for the price point of what they're asking for, which is going to be right around $400, this is very interesting, and if it comes out just with the grip and the sensor itself, that's going to be even more intriguing. I think it'd be worthwhile to install it on your putter to be able to gain data and information to understand our putting stroke, opening, closing, up and down, lofting or not lofting. What are we doing with our putter? I think that this is something that a lot of us don't necessarily think about. There's no real data that's been out there as we see of yet, especially when it comes to putter fittings, that is going to help us, right? When I worked at a golf shop, putter fittings were really just adjusting the Loft and Lie based on what you want. And how does it feel when it comes to that? There were no numerical pieces of information that I had at my disposal. I didn't have a sand putt lab to be able to put on a putter and say, all right, let's try this out, let's see what you have, because that's like $5 grand. I feel like with this piece of technology that we can put on different putters, fitting is going to become a much more specific and strategic and valuable portion to help us understand what our face is doing, what our tempo is, and what our Loft and Lie is. And that's going to allow us to then order specific putters with more loft or less loft, or toe up or toe down, and better understand how we're closing or not closing. From that information, maybe we want to put lead tape on our toe to help keep the blade open a little bit more, or lead tape on the heel to close our face a little bit more, right? So there are a lot of options that we can do to help square up that face that most of us don't know what we are or are not doing correctly to help sink more putts. My word of caution is not to get too sucked into the numbers. Recognize what you're doing, recognize what your face is doing, what the lie is doing, what the loft is doing, but you want to understand all that so that you can translate what you should be doing into feel, so you can take that feeling, what you want to do, to the course to be able to play better. I'm excited about this. This seems like a great idea with Taylormade. Again, it's similar to what Cobra is doing with Arcos, but this blast motion sensor is much different than Arcos. So if you have one of those, that's something that's going to keep track of stats and statistics on strokes. This is going to be much more specific to helping you fine-tune your putting stroke in this example, or swing if you go and purchase some of the adapters that you can put on the back of your club. I think this is very interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping that if I can get Taylormade, fingers crossed, to send me something, or at least go try it out in a golf store when it comes out. And it's not gonna come out until like the end of March. But this is something, guys, I think if you're interested in learning what your stroke is doing when you putt, learning what your face is doing, how much loft, how much lie, the tempo that you have. Are you swinging too fast? Are you swinging too slow? I think that this is going to be very helpful for us to drop strokes when it comes to putting. So guys, let me know what you think. Have you heard about this Spider Interactive powered by Blast putter from Taylormade? If so, what do you think of it? Do you think it's going to be very helpful to your game? Is it something that you're interested in doing? Go ahead, post those comments down below. I look forward to hearing from you. If you have any questions, go ahead and post those as well. I'm going to put a link in the description for the Blast Motion website, as well as some information for the Spider Interactive powered by Blast, so that you guys can read at least a little bit about it. Again, I try to get to everybody's comments and questions, so go ahead and post those. While you're down there, guys, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up because YouTube likes that. Thanks for watching, and we'll chat with you next time.